Hi, this is Lady Lecture K, and this is Project Winter. This is the RPG that I'm building on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoons at 2 o'clock. I spend 2 hours a day for 3 days of the week building this RPG. So on Tuesday and Wednesday we worked on the wolf. So I put in some movement. So he's got a wander mechanic, a following mechanic, and an attack. Now, he had some problems with the attack because the health modifier was not acting the way that I understand the health modifier to work. It was taking health away from the wolf, even though that I'd labelled it to only detect the player and not the wolf. It didn't seem to make any difference. So I did fix it in the end with a sort of a bodge fix, in that I'm adding health to the wolf at the same time that it's taking health away from the player, and that seemed to solve the problem, but it's not right, and I'm not quite sure what's going on. It shouldn't have worked the way it did, and it was very frustrating. Other people on the stream also could not work out why we were having this issue. But we did in the end get some sort of working thing, but it's not the working wolf that was after. Oh, that's a little bit of silliness that we did at the end of the stream when somebody asked me to make a disco wolf out of his puppet. Anyway, this is the Thursday stream. And on Thursday, I decided I would start looking for character models in the Dreamverse. Now, there's not that many medieval fantasy characters in the Dreamverse with a nice low thermo. And so it's going to mean that I'm going to have to find suitable characters and maybe change their outfits, manipulate them a bit. Also see if I can get some of their thermos down, because I want to put a lot of characters into my cutscene, and therefore, I need them to be relatively low thermo so I can get plenty in. That's not the case with most of these characters, so they're going to need some fiddling about with. So I had a look at quite a few. Now, this is how I recommend you do it. Do not stamp unfamiliar objects straight from the Dreamverse into your level. Now, the reason for that is some people do not save their character models just as characters like this. They save them with whole scenes. Sometimes it's entire games that are connected to these character models. If you were to stamp that into your level, you cannot delete. It can be too big to delete. It won't let you delete what you just stamped in, and that could cause you all sorts of trouble. So it's a really good idea to examine what you're going to be stamping into your level by making a collection like this, and then looking through it and seeing which ones you want, which ones you are not suitable, and then opening them up separately, changing them, adapting them, making them thermo friendly, make sure they are just characters on their own, and then stamp those into your level. That is a much better way of doing it, rather than just stamping them straight in from the Dreamverse. So I always recommend you do that. I haven't necessarily done that throughout my Twitch stream, but I've learnt that this is really a good idea. Create a collection, check these things out first before you start stamping in. So this character here, he doesn't need a lot of changing to him because he is quite medieval, but I'm going to have to go back in and have a look at this guy because this outfit's not particularly warm. I think I need to put fur and things on him. So otherwise, this is a very nice character model, and as you can see there, I was putting in an extra face so that I can have a moving mouth. This character here is very modern. But he's perfect for adaptation, so I just removed some of the modern parts, all the buttons and things, and made his t-shirt into a tunic by lengthening it out a bit. Made his trousers shorter, so that I'm going to put some boots on him. And I added quite a few extra bits, like straps and a fur collar and a hat and stuff. But this is me adapting this figurine, this character model, and I'm quite pleased with this one. I think I'm going to use this as one of the talking characters, one of the main characters in the scene. But all of this takes time, and obviously we need time to make all of these figures and have plenty of them. And also there's going to be people in the town and everything. I might have to do sculpts rather than mannequins for some of the characters in town. Just animate them like the animated sculpts rather than have them as full figured characters, because you don't actually need these characters to be usable and adaptable. They don't need the controls, so it's probably a good idea to just use sculpts for characters that are not needing to do anything complicated or like walk around. If you've just got them like sitting down and pulling up a glass to their mouth or something like that, a sculpt is probably a better option than using a mannequin. So here's me trying to put a hat on his head. So I'm trying to make one of those peasant cowl things that you see in medieval films, etc. And there is a fur. Colouring also makes a big difference to how these things look. I'm quite pleased with the way this is turning out. He looks completely different with his medieval outfit. Still looks like a tough guy, but I'm quite pleased with the way he transformed from his modern outfit to his medieval one. And we're going to use him. I made that into more of a tunic in the end rather than a collar. So there we go. And then I worked on a female model. So again, we're going to need a nice hood. And I turned this outfit so she looks. This is actually listed as peasant, but I thought she needs a dress. I don't think it's right for the medieval woman to be in trousers somehow. So the fur is added as a separate item so that I can change the looseness on it, so make it nice and furry. And then we just put on her dress here with some cones. And I spotted up the fur, make it look like a snow leopardy type fur thing, or put a little black tail on the bottom of it. And I think I'm going to use her for Jin's mother. So there you go. That was last week's Project Winter. Next week, I don't know. Maybe I'll work on a little bit of music, but I really do need to look at Jin and sort him out. So that was it then. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in your dreams.